Party people, welcome to the breakdown with Nathan.
The one, the only, Johnny.
We didn't change the lights. We didn't get them.
We didn't.
Yellow.
Yeah, we did change our intro though to suit the song that we're actually
If you
doing.
guys didn't see the recent video I did, the Fall Out Boy song, Johnny thought we were doing this song, and so he introed the wrong video, and I always love it when he's an idiot.
Well, you know, it's been a long day, people, but I'm here and
a
I'm
long
ready.
day.
Yeah, it has.
This is the brand new single, the return single from Taking Back Sunday. This is The One.
I'm very excited to check this out. Taking Back Sunday, they were one of the pioneers of the emo movement, but you know, as they progressed, they just turned into a really solid rock and roll band. They're incredible live, great front man. They always had that really cool call and response dual vocal thing going on. I'm definitely keen to check out what they're up to now. The last thing we checked out from them was when they did that song with the Maine and Charlotte Sands.
The last we checked out was when they joined with Steve Aoki. We did that song.
That's right, we did too.
Yeah. But we haven't heard just like a solo Taking Back Sunday being Taking Back Sunday thing. So
Predictions?
I think we're gonna get like rock, a little bit pop driven. We're gonna get some great lyricism. I don't think we're gonna get too much angst, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I think first single back after a while, it's probably gonna be a bit of a feel good, accessible song.
Okay, interesting.
That's my prediction.
Cool. Yeah, I think we may get much of the same, but not in a bad
Same
way.
of what?
The last sort of stuff they did, just that driven rock sound.
Okay, sure.
That's my prediction. What's your prediction? We won't know, but anyway.
I feel like your prediction was a very broad prediction. We're just gonna get much of the same.
No, like the last album they did, you know, like that straight up sort of like, it had a little bit more of a classic rock and roll, garage rock and roll feel to it.
Sure.
That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, I'm also thinking that you guys should like and subscribe and do all that sort of stuff. Share our videos around because it helps us. Follow us on the socials. But most importantly, check out the Patreon where you can get a lot of extra stuff. It's going to be good times.
We got exclusive playlists. We got exclusive videos. We got photos of Johnny's butt. We got... That's about it. You know,
Yeah.
that's a lot for anyone. 3, 2, 1.
I think what we should do, since we're doing this house show, is just
He's still got
like,
the hair.
we'll do that, and then we'll
wish he didn't.
take the G-Wagon out to Montauk. You know what I'm
G to
saying?
G.
G to G.
Good to
And
go.
then they said, and then
Does
they
that sound
said,
good?
they
Good
said,
to go.
They said, yeah.
Is that new?
Juice to me. Yeah.
Juice to me, baby.
Are we playing any new songs?
Yeah. What at the show?
Yeah. I would play the one,
Yeah,
right?
we should. Yeah.
Got it.
I say we just play all of the new songs, regardless of what.
Small blues. What I love to see.
Man, I could listen to you do that all day long.
Well, you know.
Oh shoot! Do you have the time? Yeah. Oh. Hello.
Like this is a very wholesome
I'm gonna
beginning.
go get ready. I'll.
It feels very
You guys just want to
authentic.
meet back downstairs?
I took my time, I held my tongue, knew all along that you were the one.
Before we kick into this, how much of the original band are in it still?
I have no idea.
Because there's
But what
been
I
a few
did notice
changes.
is the bigger, you know, bald dude out of the two. He kind of looks like the bass player from Nickelback.
Well, now I gotta pay attention to that.
Hey, you were the one.
I'm a huge Nickelback fan.
It's 6'5".
Put me at ease, brought out my best. I let you in, you ignored the mess, and you didn't mind, so I didn't mind, 'cause you're the one.
I'm sorry to stop it in the chorus. You know what vibes I'm getting? I'm getting kind of like Gang of Youths meets Gaslight Anthem.
Yeah, I could hear both of those.
It's a little bit more.
G to G.
That's so good. Oh.
Now I'm giving you that little bit of time you said you needed then, 'cause you're the one. Oh, now I'm better off for betting. I'd be better off forgetting. Go big, oh, go home. If I was the one, I'd give my all. Is you the one? Is you the one?
You sound like you're ready to rock.
Like little Richard, he was always ready to rock.
Yeah, true. You're looking good.
You guys are looking real good too. I feel
Real groovy.
I'm feeling good.
You know me, and you can borrow my energy. The good,
I
the
nice
good.
Hold it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can borrow
You can take my energy. You can enjoy it.
That's wholesome AF.
Yeah.
Wholesome. Fuck.
Now I'm close enough to reach you. All the walls that I can see through, still the words that I can't say. Go on and on and on. If I was the one, I give my all.
That's a bit more of that classic Take It Back Sunday
Yeah, it
vibe.
is. How's the matching color coordinated G-Wagon?
So,
You're gonna get so, you're gonna get so, you're gonna get.
Is that the next song?
oh, a little bit of a teaser.
We love a teaser. I wonder if it's going to be a continuation of the video clip too.
I hope so, because that sounded like it was a little bit more, going to get a little bit more upbeat there. That is kind of along the lines of what I thought, but it definitely led a little bit more to the Gang of Youths sort of vibe than I was expecting.
Okay.
But I liked it. I thought it was cool.
I enjoyed it
Good song.
heaps. I really enjoyed the film clip too. Like it was
Very wholesome.
not a heap happened. It was just them getting ready and stuff. But I liked the little like skitty bits they did. It was very wholesome and like it kind of made you feel close with the band as they go through that.
Yeah, that's what I like about that sort of stuff. It's a little bit different, and it does. You know, it's the same reason I love the fact that we've got more into interviews and things like that, because as a music fan, I always loved getting an insight into the artists a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like, and you do feel a little bit of a, I guess, a closer connection to them in that way. But I thought it was really well done. The skitty sort of stuff wasn't done over the top.
No, it didn't seem like too set up or like it seemed very authentic.
That was cool.
Yeah, for me, Take Back Sunday are a band that I've seen so many times over the years, and they've never let me down live.
No,
And
never.
I've enjoyed the progression of their music too.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I've just kind of grown up as they've grown up, but I realised during that as well why I don't like Adam's hair.
I was going to ask you about that.
Reminds me of Frosted Tips. You know, people had shitty Frosted Tips,
Yeah.
and it's a bad look. That's like a mega Frosted Tip. I think he's such a handsome man.
Is it a frosted tips or is it a darkened roots?
Well, no, it just looks like, yeah, it's obviously grown out. He had it
Yeah.
all blonde, now it's growing out. But I just, maybe he wants to keep the length. I don't know, cover it up, dye it. I don't know. That's just my personal, I have an issue with Frosted Tips.
Let him be him.
He's so handsome and cool, he's better than that.
Hey.
Adam Lazar is the reason I got a nose ring.
Yeah, you have said that before.
When I was like 18, I was like, I loved Taking Back Sunday and was like, he looks so good. I'm going to do that. I don't look good with it, but stuck with it anyway.
Favorite album?
I really enjoyed Tidal Wave. Weirdly, that was an album that I think slipped under the radar for a lot of people. Louder Now is the album that like cemented it wasn't just a phase thing for me.
Okay.
So like, Tell Your Friends was the album that like got me into them.
Yeah.
But I think when Loud Now came out, I was like, oh, these guys are actually just like phenomenal songwriters, great musicians. It wasn't just like riding off the back of like the emo-y thing. I feel like it showcased them a bit more.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Those are my two picks. What about you?
Second album, that Where You Want to Be.
Yep.
Loved it. And the thing for me was because, so when bands like, Taking Back Sunday and Thursday and all that sort of, those sorts of things were coming out, Finch the Used, all that big emo movement, obviously coming from the hardcore metal side, not the emo pop punk side, I gravitated more to the bands that had more of the aggressive stuff and the heavier stuff, obviously like things like Poison the Well and Glassjaw and even The Used and stuff like that. So the first album for me didn't grab me as much as other stuff I was listening to around the time.
Yeah, okay.
But then as that scene sort of grew, those bands sort of became a little bit more, more from each end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
And so when their second album came out and I gave that a go, I was like, oh, this is fucking great. Like it had a little bit more angst in their first album, but the riffs were there, the songs were there, and it gave me a much more appreciation for their first album.
It's a band, we talked about before, when you have like a song and it transports you back to where the first time you heard it.
Mm-hmm.
That's Timberwolves from New Jersey. That song.
Yeah.
Instantly takes me back to where I was in high school, where I heard it for the first time on my Discman, and just being like, oh, this is sick. This is a little bit different. Like it was something I wasn't used to, and I still have that every time I hear it. It takes me back to that moment, which is, I think that's a really cool thing. It's a great thing about music.
It is, and we should do a video for the Patreon, of course, not for these freeloaders.
You don't pay a thing for this.
You cheap bastards. We should do a video of songs that transport us back into a time and talk about that time.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I like that. I like that a lot. We will do that.
Get on the Patreon.
Only if you're on the Patreon. Otherwise, you're not getting it.
$5 a month. $25 if you want all the juicy stuff.
The extra. We won't just do it for the general Patreon, that one. We'll do a video for... Yeah. We said there's no real perks to that one apart from supporting us, but we will. We'll throw a bit of stuff in there.
I'd like to, as well, for all those watching, I'd like to, when we've got the time, to add extra reactions, for the ones that we'd missed that are a couple of months old or, throwbacks that we might have missed.
You say that now, you're a busy girl, and we have trouble recording enough as is.
I'm a material girl in a material world, Nathan.
You're a Barbie girl.
In a Barbie world.
Polyester Girl. I was trying to think of another song.
Oh, Polyester Girl. That might go over a lot of their heads. That was a song by Regurgitator, an Australian band. And that song blew up for them. It was about a blow-up doll. It blew up for them.
What did you guys think of the brand new single from Taking Back Sunday? Did you enjoy that? And if you're not familiar with the band, does that make you want to do a bit of a deep dive?
If it doesn't, trust us, do a deep dive.
Yeah, it'd be worth it. Definitely
bangers.
do it.
Thanks for watching.
They got bangers. Yeah, we'll see you guys next time.